video. Oh my god.
Dude! Jesus Christ! I can even see, like, you know, that's so creepy. What is up, YouTube? We are back with another react video. This time we will be looking at 5 most disturbing internet rabbit holes by Chilling Scares. Sounds like an interesting video to me. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for me. I will be seeing you guys in the video. See you there! Now, let's get right into it.
The 2006 volleyball incident.
Ooh!
On July
I've never heard of that
2nd,
incident before.
2017, An anonymous user posted a thread on 4chan's paranormal board saying, "How does one live after taking the red pill?"
Taking the red pill?
Volleyball incident. Now, if you're wondering what
kind
that
of
incident
pills
was, it's a strange and disturbing story. The post was referring to a supposed mass shooting where a gunman killed 14 people during a high school volleyball game in either South Dakota or Nebraska back in 2006.
Wait, why do I feel like I've heard about this before?
It's strange. If you search for any information about it online, you'll find
Interesting.
nothing. No news articles, no official casualty reports,
so
nothing.
It didn't actually
Just
happen?
conspiracy theory websites and the occasional
It's a
Reddit post
conspiracy
asking if it even
theory.
happened. It's like the whole event either never existed or was somehow erased from history. But despite the silence online, there are many people who claim they remember hearing about it. Some even say
so it happened, but it got covered up, is what you're telling me.
For a long time, the only evidence of the incident on the internet was this still frame from a home video that was supposedly taken just before the incident with the date September 27, 2006.
Do we have any other things on the photo?
That is, until some ordinary gamer, a YouTuber who often dives into dark web rabbit holes, discovered more evidence. While browsing the Lights forum on a 4chan
Was that Mickey Mouse?
website, he came across the gruesome pictures of a bloody school gym that were allegedly taken soon after the shooting had already happened.
So right here, let's go down a little bit over here. They've got 2006 volley. Oh my god. Oh, we're gonna have to blur this one. Jesus Christ.
What do you mean?
I think I remember this. I was searching around for some sort of proof of this happening, and apparently it's a snippet from a home video. I got, oh my god.
Dude!
Blur that out. I gotta make sure we note that, blur it real quick. Let me add that to the notes here. Jesus.
Jesus Christ!
Straight up bloody massacre. It's like
I can even see, like, you know, it's blurred, yes, but
has to be from like a movie. There's no way. This has to be from like some movie.
That's so
it's crazy
creepy.
As hell. It's got like a CBI not for release. Like I assume CBI stands for like some sort of a governmental organization. Or something. That is so messed up. I feel like I should have known this or something.
I wonder if it got actually covered up.
I don't even know if that's like a conspiracy. How is that a conspiracy? It's actually like death put, unless it's from like some movie or something.
Oh god, bro. Dude, there's some weird shit happening in the world, man.
I've seen. We're like
imagine a whole incident just being covered up.
Like death footage is...
That's insane. But yeah, that's why it's a conspiracy theory,
was
right?
The text CBI not for release, which I'll do my best to show you while blurring everything else out. This has led to some pretty wild theories being spread all over the internet. According to the most popular ones, the incident did happen, but it was covered up by the American government. As the story goes, the government was trying to assassinate someone who was attending this high school volleyball game.
What do you mean we're assassinating someone?
The young volleyball players were caught in the crossfire. And since this would have caused tons of backlash from the public, the government instructed the news media to not talk about the story and also
do you guys think it's real?
To keep them quiet.
Do you guys think it's real?
However,
this honestly kind of looks a little real.
I have to admit, this one is quite far-fetched. Keeping something this big under wraps for so long feels pretty out there.
I mean, yeah, multiple people died, but we don't know how many people died, right?
The theory is that this is a classic case of the Mandela effect, where large groups of people collectively misremember something. And
it could be true.
I
it could be.
did find a similar incident that happened in 2006 in that region. In the Platte Canyon High School situation, 53-year-old Dwayne Roger Morrison took 7 female students hostage, attacked them, and ended up shooting one of them. This also took place on September 27, 2006, which is the same date on which the alleged photo was taken before the incident.
Dude, there's some crazy motherfuckers out there. I'm not gonna lie.
Explain why people from the Midwest remember hearing about it on the news. But there are some major differences. Most notably, the Platte Canyon incident had nothing to do with a volleyball game, and there was only one death. But in saying all of that, the most likely scenario is that all of this is a hoax. While researching this incident, I came across an interesting post on the forum.
I guess it is kind of hard to tell if it's actually real or not.
In this post,
guys,
the OP was
guys, do you guys think it's real? Tell me in the comments if you think it's real.
Talking about creating a hoax in which multiple school shootings happened in 2006 in tiny towns, but any information relating to these incidents has been
the school shootings are a problem.
But if that's the case, the images that some ordinary gamer came across, where did they come from?
Yeah, where did they come from then?
7 years since this first contraction on the internet, it's unlikely
or maybe it's just, you know,
this disturbing internet rabbit
maybe
hole.
it's just Giga edited and shit. Maybe that or somebody actually like made it, you know?
On August 8, 2014, a user by the name Simon
Grave robbing for morons!
Titled Grave Robbing for Morons. This was a digital re-upload of a very old VHS video, an extremely chilling one at that.
What the
and goes into disturbing detail explaining.
Yo, why are we grave robbing? First of all, second of all, why would we do that? Grave robbing for morons is such a funny title. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we're just doing whatever now, huh?
Step by step, how to rob graves and sell the remains on the black market.
Sell the remains?
Or the nose. You pull it out, put your finger all the way in. There's nothing there that will hurt you at all. Or you have to make sure of that. There's nothing that can hurt you. Do not be afraid. Pull it out like that. Do not pull it by the teeth, or else it'll break out like that, and you will have holes.
Why are
what makes this video
we
even more unsettling isn't just its content, but the mystery surrounding it. No one knows who the man in the video is. To this day, his identity.
What the why are we why are we, first of all, grabbing remains from people that are dead, which is mad disrespectful, dude. That is not even just fucking disrespectful, that is like the lowest thing you can do. Second of all, why the are we selling it on the black market? Who the wants? Like, what? I'm so confused. Who in the hell wants that? What?
Identity remains unknown, and no one has come forward to claim responsibility.
Well, yeah,
This
obviously.
has left the internet in two fiercely opposing camps. Some believe this is authentic footage of a real grave robber. Others argue it's an obscure horror short crafted purely for shock value.
Honestly, I feel like it's like it's an obscure horror short because who the do this?
Argument while researching this topic. One undeniable fact, however, is that the original video is extremely old. But
at the same time, yes, it is pretty old.
Grave Robbing for Morons I found on the internet was a now defunct online store for horror VHS tapes called Shocking Videos.
Oh.
This website listed the tape for sale in April of 2003, stating, "What we have here is genuine camcorder footage of a drunken teenage stutterer giving a half-hour lecture on how to steal body parts from graveyards for fun and profit while holding a fresh, rotting skull in his hands."
A fresh, rotting skull?
The original video is likely from the late 80s. We can clearly see the VHS box for the 1987 Evil Dead 2 movie 5 minutes and 43 seconds into the video. And to narrow it down even more, there's an issue of Horror FX magazine visible in the bottom left corner at the same time.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
This specific
I don't think
was
it's
a part
real.
of a unique Fangoria horror magazine edition released in July 1989.
I genuinely don't think this is real. I think this is just the
memorabilia scattered throughout the footage implies that whoever created this video might have been a die-hard horror fan just trying to make something creepy for the thrill of it. And while most
maybe
of the
it's
advice given
that
in the video feels very authentic, like describing ways to remove the skull from a body that
I mean, the
hasn't
skull
fully
itself
decomposed
also
yet,
looks
there are
really
also
authentic.
sections-
Don't ask me why I know that. It looks very real, to be fair. So I'm not too sure, guys. Do you think this one's real? I don't know, to be fair. Some people can be pretty diehard for certain things, but I don't know, this one feels a little too diehard, you know? Like, actually going to a grave and robbing it seems like a insane thing to do, even for a, like, crazy horror movie fan. Like, I'm a horror movie fan, I love them, but I'm not gonna go out there getting, like, going to graves, digging for hours on end to get a skull out of it. I don't know who the fuck would even sell that shit on the black market.
That seem extremely goofy. Like when the host suggests knocking out witnesses so they think it was all just a dream.
Never leave witnesses. If you have to knock them out, knock them out so that way they think it's a dream.
What the f is this guy talking about? Yeah, no, this
doesn't have any real grave robbing experience and is just making it all up for the video.
It might be all made up.
On the other hand, some people argue that the skull he's showing in the video is far too detailed to be fake.
But yeah, that is also
As
true.
for the inconsistency in the advice, that could be explained by the theory that this was likely his first time robbing a grave, and that he was simply making
Leave
things
no
up
witnesses
to seem more
is
knowledgeable on the
such a,
topic
like-
than he actually was. But this is where things start getting really eerie. Toward the end of the tape, the guy almost mumbles his full name, but stops himself before saying his entire last name.
Okay.
This was made by Anthony. Well, as a matter of fact, let's forget the last name.
I think he was drunk,
1999,
right?
A man named Anthony Casamassima was arrested in New York for stealing an expensive stained glass window from a cemetery. There was a real possibility that this was the same person who made the grave robbing for Moron's Guide.
Is that actually
That
him?
being said, there are a few inconsistencies that say otherwise. For instance, I did not find any charges against Anthony Casamassima that mentioned him desecrating bodies. He was more into stealing valuable artifacts like stained glass.
But that is
More
very
importantly,
close, though.
Casamassima was 40 when he was arrested in 1999.
Oh, 40. Yeah,
If he
no.
made the tape, he would have been around 30 at the time.
Yeah, no. This
However,
guy's
given the
young.
appearance of the video's subject, that seems highly unlikely.
This guy
I
seems
also
like a
found couple more
teenager.
theories as well, but most of them lead to dead ends.
But yeah, that is
One
kind of
such theory
freaky.
claims the guy in the video might be Craig A. Bradley, who was arrested in 1995 for stealing human remains from a cemetery in upstate New York. Craig would have been around 24 when the grave robbing video was filmed, which
I
fits
guess
with the
so,
young
but
appearance of the guy in the
he
tape.
doesn't look
Plus,
very
he even looks a bit
close.
like him. However, the issue with this theory is that Craig doesn't have the stutter that was prominent in the original video.
Yeah, and he doesn't.
You know, winter months I'm laid off.
No, that is a completely
Winter
different guy.
months.
You kidding me?
Don't usually pay.
Dig for you and everything, so you dig and your friend digs.
I
and
don't
then
know.
it's
I
enough.
don't. Yeah, no. This
Your
guy
friend digs,
seems.
You have to find some place really secluded, so that way there's
Honestly, I don't think it's the same person.
no interruptions. Okay.
They seem like vast
He could have
different
faked the
people.
stutter in
Sure,
the
he's
original
grown
video
up.
for some reason. However,
by
people
now,
on the internet
but-
find that extremely unlikely given how real it feels. Grave robber or actor, the stutter is real. I've known several
Yeah, that
people
seemed
with
like a
really
real
bad
stutter.
stutters, and it's such
Like a straight up
specific,
real,
uncontrollable behavior that makes it hard to fake. I've never seen an
Yeah,
actor
it's
in a
very
movie
unique
fake
and
a stutter that
authentic,
felt
I'd
this
say that.
real. It's possible one day
The
person
stutter
seen in
felt
the
really
video will come
real.
forward with the truth, but for now we have no idea who the person is or whether or not this extremely realistic looking grave robbing video is real.
But it definitely.
Strange.
Guys, actually, I'm actually very curious what you guys think about that video. Honestly, my thoughts on it are, it does look incredibly real. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the guy itself also gives me like those kind of vibes of like somebody that just kind of does strange things in general. Maybe it's real. Honestly, it looks kind of real to me. Plus, it's very old, so it's very hard to like, you know where it's come from and everything. But honestly, to me, it looks pretty real. What do you guys think?
Sounds in the sky.
Straight shots to
Over
the.
past
Oh
50
god, we're
plus
going
years,
into
there have been
aliens.
Numerous reports of people hearing mysterious sounds coming from the sky. In
Oh my
some
god, it's the
cases,
aliens.
mysterious noise
Guys.
resembles the sound of screeching metal, like someone dragging heavy metal furniture across
I
the
feel
floor.
like aliens actually exist. Like, I can't be the only one. What the f?
However, the most commonly reported noise is a low-frequency hum that persists in the
I mean,
area.
yeah. I mean, you hear strange things in the day, well, in the nighttime in general, because everything is silent. So like any like
Those who can hear
bird
these sounds describe them as omnipresent
or-
and extremely annoying. And according to the BBC, the humming noise has been linked to at least one person ending their
Oh.
own life in the UK. However, while there are likely many legit reports of people hearing a mysterious humming, which we'll get to in a bit, many of the claims are either fake or can be explained quite easily. For instance, the metallic screeching noise could simply be from a nearby railroad with a long freight train
yeah,
rounding a
I
corner
feel
and
like
causing
that's the kind of
vibrations.
noise you just hear in
Some
the
of these
night.
trains are
I'm not
incredibly
gonna lie,
lengthy and can take
especially if you
several
live
minutes to
close to like
pass. Similarly, in another video,
train
you can hear
tracks,
what
for
sounds
example,
like an extremely
or
loud trumpet.
just the city in general.
The
Isn't
original
that
poster of this video titled this as a judgment trumpet, referring to the divine trumpet described in the Christian faith. However, given the poor weather conditions in the footage, it's likely just a malfunctioning tornado siren. Like
yeah, it's probably just a siren. I'm not gonna lie. We have these sirens in Germany too that just go off randomly sometimes.
With mysterious sounds being edited in to generate views.
Yeah, I think this one's kind of far-fetched. Not gonna lie, this one might be pretty far-fetched. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. I do believe in aliens in general. Like, I mean, it would be kind of strange for us to be completely alone on this Earth. Well, on this Earth, in this entire universe. I feel like there would be other organisms out there for sure. What about you guys? What do you think?
Notice how the birds around the area appear completely unaffected by the loud, ominous noise, which would be unlikely if the sound was genuinely overwhelming the environment. Birds have sharper hearing than humans, and they would likely react. That said, there are still thousands of reports from people who can't be easily debunked or labeled as fake. Unlike the examples I've shown so far, the vast majority of seemingly authentic reports involve the persistent, low-frequency hum.
Have you heard the hum?
This strange phenomenon seems to trace back to Bristol, England in the
Honestly,
late
I've never heard a hum like that.
The city council received
I've never experienced something like that in real life, so
that was audible at night.
I have not experienced the hum.
Asked readers in the city, "Have you heard the hum?" and almost 800 people said they had. French scientists back then proposed that the sound might originate from the ocean.
When they go like, "Have you heard this?" Or for example, wait, guys, do you know that one man that appears in your dreams, like the same guy every single time? A lot of people have also said that they have seen them or him in their dreams. But I feel like dreams are such a thing. Like you don't really remember them often, and I feel like a lot of people just say it just because they like, oh yeah, I think I've seen this guy before. You know what? Yeah, I think I've seen this guy in my dreams. Like it's just like I don't know. It's just strange. It's a game theory.
Now, this explanation might have been true for Bristol, but as time went on, more and more people around the world started reporting these disturbing humming noises. And it appears
there's a whole map for this
present to this day. There are many theories that attempt to explain the bizarre global phenomenon.
That is actually very interesting, though. Have you guys heard the hum?
Or secret underground civilizations in the Hollow Earth. However, the most
actually, I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious. Have you heard the hum? Maybe I'll change my mind if a lot of people have heard the hum, you know?
Suggest that these sounds are more connected to the listeners themselves rather than their surroundings.
Oh.
Things like hypersensitive ears and early signs of hearing issues like could be a major
super hypersensitive ears. Dude, I don't know if you guys know this, but I think I have like super sensitive hearing because we have this thing on our car that like keeps away the like a high frequency sound that keeps away the animals at night, or is supposed to keep the animals away at night. And my parents actually cannot hear it. They cannot hear the really loud ear grating sound that it makes. But I can hear it. I can hear it very loudly. I even got scared at night trying to take my dog out at one point because I was like, what the where is this noise coming from? And apparently it's coming from our car, so but yeah, guys, what about you guys? Do you have hypersensitive hearing? Let me know in the comments.
The reason could be the increasing levels of anxiety and stress. A BBC researcher also noted that she only heard the hum when she was exhausted and stressed out, which further supports the notion of this mysterious hum being a psychosomatic or stress-related phenomenon.
Maybe it is.
During my research, I even found the video claiming to capture the strange humming sound. But when I watched it, there was nothing unusual, just regular environmental noise.
Schizo! I'm hearing noises! I'm hearing the voices!
It's entirely possible that the person who recorded it was hearing something from inside their body, misinterpreting it as an external sound, which further supports the stress-related theory.
Honestly, yeah, it might be due to stress.
Explain the hundreds
have you guys ever been so stressed that you've been hearing things? Honestly, if you start hearing things when you're super stressed, I think you need to chill.
I doubt we'll get a concrete answer anytime soon.
I think you need to chill. Straight up. Like, you are definitely too stressed.
Fresno Police. On March
John
20th,
Lang
2015,
Fresno
a
police.
YouTube channel by the name Lang Marine uploaded a 3.5-minute video titled Fresno LE Harassment, Ford crew cab that stalked me at my residence numerous times.
Oh!
The video showed the same vehicle driving past the camera twice in 3 minutes. The uploader was a 51-year-old former Marine named John Lang living in Fresno, California.
Wait, is that even
The
allowed?
video footage came from a security camera he had installed outside his home.
Wait.
And in the description of this video, he provided much-needed context behind the oddly disturbing encounter.
What
According
the
to Lang, critical of the way Fresno PD and Fresno Fire utilize their budget.
Wait, hold on. I'm being targeted by multiple City of Fresno departments and the Fresno Sheriff's Office for comments I made on the Fresno Bee from 2009 to 2013. Comments that were critical of the way Fresno PD and Fresno Fire utilized their budgets. My discus handle during that time was John21. Posters on the Fresno Bee using the discuss comment system were supposed to be anonymous. However, Fresno Bee employee Jody Murray shared Fresno Bee log data and IP address information with Jared L. McCormick, a Fresno sheriff surgeon, who then used the Fresno Bee provided information to retrieve name and address information in order to maliciously track down, stalk, and harass Fresno Bee comment posters, including myself. You know what, guys? This is why you don't leave bad reviews on Google Maps. This is why you don't leave bad reviews on any Google, like, business, bro. Dude, they're gonna track you down, bro. They're gonna go into a car, track you down, man.
It's online. So now they were
Fuck
stalking
that.
and harassing him in retaliation, and the Ford truck in the video belonged to either the Fresno Police Department or
Also,
the
are you
Sheriff's
even
Office.
allowed to, like,
The
go
next day,
on
he
both
posted
lanes in
another
the
video of a
same,
man walking
like,
his dog outside
the
his
same,
home. The video showed the dog and his owner stopping
same
outside
direction?
Lang's home for a few seconds
I don't think
and
you're
moving
allowed to do
on.
that.
Nothing too unusual. However,
don't know about
Lang claimed
America,
that the person
though.
in the video was a plainclothes police officer who was conditioning Lang's dog so that it wouldn't attack if the same
That's
officer
so
broke into
creepy,
his home
man.
later. Over the next 10 or so months, Lang continued posting videos of shady activity captured by his security
That
camera.
is creepy,
like a guy
man.
in plain clothes coming up to his home, taking a look and walking away immediately. Or a police truck stopping outside his home for a few seconds and then
That's
driving
so
away.
messed
However,
up.
the most disturbing of these videos showed a mysterious black van stopping outside his home, filming it with a massive camera for about 30 seconds and quickly driving away.
Oh my god, do we know
Lang
that the
claimed
guy's
that
still
the device
alive?
in their hand was a thermal imaging sensor, and they were trying to determine whether or not he was home. By
All
January
this
of
over some
2016,
comments?
Lang was fully convinced that the Fresno police were planning an assassination. On the 16th of January, he posted a video about a cleaning
so
company van parked outside his home. In the description of the video, he wrote, "If I turn up missing or dead tomorrow, remember this van. I think I've seen a couple of guys sneak
Is
out
he
the front
okay?
door and into
Is the guy
building
that
where
made
he
the
was
video
parked in the
okay?
carport this afternoon. I've been causing the city of Fresno a lot of problems recently, which I now regret." Unfortunately, this would be the last video Lang would post on YouTube, because just a few days later, firemen found him dead inside a burning home with multiple stab wounds on his body. This was sad news for people who were following the story. However, this was only the beginning of a much bigger conspiracy.
Whoa,
You see, when the news
okay.
of his death initially broke, the reports stated that he had a few stab wounds on his upper back as well.
No, this is no
If this
longer
were true, it
conspiracy
would
theory.
validate
This
all
is
of
a
Lang's worries
genuine.
about getting assassinated.
This is a
This would also
genuine
put the Fresno PD
assassination.
as the #1 suspect for his murder. However, when the Fresno coroner released Lang's autopsy report, it only mentioned 3 self-inflicted stab wounds on his chest, and there was no mention of any stab wounds on his
Self-inflicted,
back.
huh?
Was the earlier report a mistake, or were the Fresno police trying to
No,
hide their
I don't
crime?
buy it.
This
I don't buy it. Yo,
inconsistency led to
guys,
tons of
don't-
backlash
yo,
and
don't
even
go to
petitions
Fresno,
reopen
bros.
this case. But it remained closed. To this day, the John
No,
Lang case
man.
sits as a mystery.
No, man.
Was he actually getting
That's so
stalked,
f***ed
or was
over
he
a
just
few
severely
comments?
mentally ill and paranoid? From my research, the answer seems to be a mix of both.
I don't think
First and
he's
foremost, it's worth
paranoid.
mentioning that the Fresno police are well known for being ripe with corruption. A Reddit user mentioned
Yeah.
a story he knew
Yeah,
about
no.
the PD
No.
saying,
Fresno?
I mean, my
Hell
friend's
nah.
dad was FPD for decades, and Jerry Dyer showed up with some officers and threatened him back in the late 90s, so it wouldn't surprise me if the cops were intimidating this dude. So, did the Fresno PD retaliate against Lang? Maybe. What's more likely
Honestly,
is that Lang was
I
getting more
kind of
paranoid and
believe it.
losing his mind over time. From what I can see, the man walking his dog is doing just that, walking his dog, and claiming that he was somehow
Yeah.
conditioning Lang's dog in just a couple of seconds is pretty out there. Even the
I
suspicious
don't know about
van
that
can be
one,
explained
but
quite
like,
easily since the device shown in the video was just a film camera on a gimbal, not some high-tech thermal imaging sensor. As
yeah,
for
but
why
I
they
don't
were
know.
shooting
Why
like
would you
that
even?
from a vehicle, they were likely indie filmmakers who just didn't have the proper permissions from the city.
Okay,
However,
but why
all
would
of
they
this is just
randomly
conjecture
be
on
there?
my
Hold on, bro. Okay, but why would they randomly be there, like filming his house and not like out of nowhere? That's so strange. I don't think even there. I don't think that would even happen. Especially, okay, this is just too coincidental to that guy actually dying in his home after all of this happening. I don't know, bros. I think this one might just be like actually real. This is just all too like recent. Like you just have somebody out there that's like recording these things. You just have these police cars like constantly going around, and then the guy somehow dies. No, bro. What do you guys think?
The evidence that proves Lang's deteriorating mental state is the fact that he turned off the cameras he had in his home a day before the incident. The last saved footage on these cameras was of him sitting with a kitchen knife in his hand.
What?
Not
What?
only that, but when the fire department arrived on the scene, all the entrances to his home were barricaded securely from the inside.
Whoa.
If this was truly a murder, the killer wouldn't have been able to escape the crime scene without removing one of these
I
barricades.
mean, yeah, I think he was very paranoid.
If there was some big murder conspiracy behind Lang's death, I doubt.
After all this happened, honestly, I would be paranoid too. You kidding me? There are constantly people outside of my house,
Evil
like
stick.
Jesus
In November of
Christ.
2014, Nicole Allen purchased a pink princess wand for a 2-year-old daughter at the dollar store in
The
Linden
evil
Avenue in
stick.
Kettering. The name of the wand was Evil Stick, which is quite bizarre on its own, but likely went unnoticed by Nicole.
Wait,
However, the
wait, that's
stick
card
also promised
capture.
things-
Wait, that's card capture Sakura, no? Yeah, that is. Why would you call it the evil stick? Why would you call it the evil stick though? Is it called that in the anime or some shit?
Quite bizarre on its own, but likely went unnoticed by Nicole. However, the stick also promised things like luster, beauty, and wonderful music.
What?
The box art also featured the character Sakura Kinomoto, who was the protagonist of a popular Japanese animated show called Cardcaptor Sakura. In the show, Sakura is essentially a magical princess.
Sakura.
So, the inclusion of just a cute-looking character made Nicole drop her guard even further. But she couldn't have been more wrong.
The evil
The thing
stick.
is, the inclusion of this character on the box art suggested an Asian origin for the product. And looking back, the evil stick does have a small, and I do mean small, resemblance to one of the wands Sakura uses in the show.
Yeah, but it's
The
not.
evil stick was most definitely a bootleg version of a product that should have
Yeah,
looked something
it's
like
definitely
this
a
had it been
bootleg.
official. However, the evil stick was much more sinister than just being a bad product.
What happened?
Unlike its official counterparts, the manufacturers of the evil stick bootleg had free reign to do whatever they wanted. And it's what they chose to do with this freedom that was utterly disturbing. You see, the top of the wand had a shiny foil fitted in, likely to imitate the shiny star in the official wand. However, this foil was hiding an image under it, and when Nicole's daughter accidentally removed the foil while playing with the wand, she was greeted with a downright disturbing image of a creepy-looking woman slitting her own wrist. This was likely petrifying for the little girl, but that wasn't all. If you pressed the button on the wand, instead of the wonderful music it promised, the wand played a haunting laugh. This also turned on a light behind the creepy image, so the little girl would have likely seen it even if she hadn't removed the foil.
Now, why would you... Okay. So how did this get through, like, everything? How did this get through testing? How did this get through anything to be put into stores? Why are we not testing our products before? Because the makers of this product obviously like there's something wrong there. I'm not gonna lie, there's something deeply, deeply wrong. What do you mean she's doing that to her wrists? That is not something that should ever go through when like being, you know, a children's toy. What the what are we doing? What do you mean nobody tested that out before putting it on the shelves, man? That is so freaky. And it's so scary. That is not something that should be in the kids section or being given to a kid. Oh my god. This is
When
this
Nicole
is
found out about the
horrific.
disturbing truth, she made her findings public in hopes of getting this creepy toy banned from stores. News coverage of the evil stick quickly went viral, but the toy remained as mysterious as it was creepy. And the disturbing image concealed within the toy was traced back to French photographer Butcher Ludwig, who appears
What
to be
the
a master
hell?
of creating the most nightmarish artworks one can imagine. Nearly all of his work is too graphic for YouTube.
Oh
For
God,
most of them,
bro.
however, even a quick glance is enough to trigger your fight
Yeah,
or
no.
flight response.
Even
As for why the gory, horror-filled work of his photograph was stolen to be included in a children's toy,
That
no one
is
knows for sure.
freaky,
The only
man.
other thing people learned about the evil stick after examining its package was that it was manufactured in China, and that's it.
In
The packaging
China?
didn't have the name of the manufacturer. I even looked up the universal product code embedded in its barcode and couldn't find any relevant information through that either.
So we don't know
This
where it
is
came
just one
from.
of those things that really makes you wonder what other disturbing mysteries are hidden inside cheap children's toys.
So we just okay, cool. Wow. All right. What in the world, man? Why are we putting that on shelves? It's my question. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave the comments down below about any of the things that I asked during the video. It would help me a lot, and I love replying to comments. And of course, make sure to follow me under twitch.tv Juvira Arachne if you want to see any more of me or hang out with me during my streams. I would be very happy to have you there. I stream usually at 7 p.m. CET. And I hope you guys, I hope I see you guys over there. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.